Hi guys, today I am in the beautiful town of Rtyně, Podkrkonoší. This is quite a small town somewhere quite far from the main city, Prague. This town is it's about 3 hours train ride from Prague. There is a direct train that you can ride from Prague to this place, or you could take train that goes through different that you have to kind of change at a certain train station before you get here. But the most important thing is that there is a direct train here which runs quite on a regular basis. So this town, Rtyně Podkrkonoší, is like, it consists of about a bit less than 3,000 people. And to be honest with you, having walked around a bit, I'm right in the city center, right? So having walked around a bit, I was quite surprised at how really beautiful the town is, and very quiet and very lovely. And if you look around here, you are going to see how quite how quiet it is, and you can see like shops, restaurants, and some office, small office buildings from what I can see. So it's quite a very nice place. And today, some of the plans I have is to see some of the most interesting things in this very town. First of all, there is a very old wooden tower which this town is known of. We are going to see it. There is a very beautiful church with a cemetery. We are going to see that. There is a museum too. Most of these places, I don't know yet where they are, and I hope we will be able to cover all of them. But I'm hopeful that we are going to do that. So now come, let us walk around the town, around the city center first. Then we will make a move to go find some of these interesting things about this very town. One of the more beautiful things I can see here are like, first of all, this very place is called Uhoniku. I believe it is Namiesti Honiku. This very square is called. So look at that very school behind me. Very beautiful school. I think it's like some kindergarten or something like that. Or kids a bit bigger, I don't know, 7, 8 year old or something like that, because I saw some kids coming out of that place earlier on. Behind me is what seems like a bit like a shopping mall, if you will, which is called Olovna Sportovní Villa, which is like Olovna Sports Center or village, if you will. So it's one of the most interesting things here. Also, if you look right behind me, I don't know if you can see it, I have already seen the wooden church, not wooden church, but the wooden bell, which I was telling you about. So look at that. So it's not actually far from here. Very soon we are going to go there. And I can see this very artwork here. It seems like a fountain. I can see water and the hole in the middle. So it's a fountain actually. Now, what we are going to do is to proceed. We are going to move forward and see what we are going to find. I don't know where we should go first. Maybe we first of all go to the church or maybe to the museum. Whichever one we get to first, we are going to use it. Come, let's go. Já dělám video.
Aha.
Já natáčím video. Vidíte tady.
Tady vrtím tam na konci sídliště.
Dobře. Tady je to opravdu jako pěkný. Já to vidím. A co doporučujete jako turistů?
Jako natočit nebo tak tady?
Já natočím, no?
No tak chcete jako památky nebo tak?
Ano.
Jo. Tady vlastně nahoře Rychta, to je ale jako to ní. A vlastně to je ten kostel, co je tady. To
je to tady blízko, že?
No však tam jako na ně vidíte.
Ano.
To je ojedinělá stavba.
Ano.
Ano. To je jako jeden to je vyložený unikát.
Aha. Ano, to jsem jako četl to na internet, ano, že je to...
To je dobrý unikát tohle.
Ano, a co dál? Je tady jako, nevím, řeka, nebo něco takové?
Řeka není. Tady vlastně, tady máte památník nevolnických bouří, rok 1775, protože teprve potom bylo zrušeno na nevolnictví.
Ano.
To je tady.
Ano, to je tady, no. Ale tady už jsem spokojený, protože je to opravdu jako super, to
tak
vidím.
Krásný, tady to krásný.
A potom, kde si dám jídlo, jako kde tady mají nejlepší restaurace, kde se prodávají český.
Tak, jestli chcete jídlo,
ano.
Tak mají otevřeno pouze do 14 hodin, dáte se tohle ulicí.
Aha.
A tam je restaurace u Vlčku.
Myslím, to jsem... No, to...
Tam je restaurace, nikde jinde, teď jenom tady ta restaurace u Vlčku a mají otevřeno do 14 hodin.
Aha, do 14, aha, dobře, takže mají, je to...
Ještě hodinu a půl mají, vlastně 2.
Je to český cooking, ano, ok, dobře.
A vaří vyloženě dobře.
Ano, jak se české jídlo?
Já můžu doporučit.
Dobře, moc děkuji, pane. Takže je to tudy, že? Ano, dobře.
A před koncem tam, na levé straně tak tam uvidíte zahrádku venku na sezení, to už je součást.
Jo, dobře, moc děkuji, pane.
Není za.
Dobře.
Kdybyste tam máte na konci jak barák do účka, před ním jeden a to je tak než je předtím, no. Než se zbíhají ty cesty, tak do účka bydlím já, jeden a tak předtím je ta hospoda.
Dobře, moc děkuji.
Vřele doporučuji.
Dobře, nashledanou.
Pěkný den.
Hezký den. So I was basically asking him to recommend me a restaurant where they say good Czech meal around. So he recommended somewhere across the street. So I hope I will be able to make it there to see what they've got to offer. So now let us continue.
Sitting in the basement apartment I rented with you, remembering the holiday party we had with the crew. Romeo was roaming the garden, Saturday was spent in a parking lot, gave it all we got, it was so new.
As I discussed earlier, one of the most interesting things here in this very town is the wooden bell. This wooden bell was constructed around 1567, I believe that's what it was, around 1560s. And this bell, actually, it has like 4 different bells, or it used to have 4 different bells inside. So later on, I believe one was lost, or it got destroyed or something like that. But at the current moment, there are about 3 remaining bells. Interesting thing about the bells is that one of them is called Rtyně. Rtyně, the legend has is that usually when you ring it before the storm, it stops the cloud from from coming. So basically, that's what the belief is. So the bell, you probably have sighted it a bit. So that's it there. If you can see the wooden bell, So you can imagine how long this thing has been here, right? Look at that. Also beside it is a church, but we are going to discuss about the church and then the cemetery that is there. So come, let's go in. Or rather, I'm not sure if people are allowed to go into the compound anyway. So, but we are going to find out. So come, let's try. This is like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, honestly. I just tried and I found that the door is just hooked, it's not locked. So which makes me believe that maybe people are allowed to work in. I don't know. And this place is very, very quiet. There is no one to ask. The guy that recommended this place, although I knew about this place obviously, but the one guy that I spoke with earlier, I forgot to ask him if people are allowed to work in there. I know if you heard the sound, there are people working somewhere a bit far away, cutting trees. I don't know if I should go and ask them, but the place is a bit far, so I don't want to go that distance. What we are going to do, let us try and go in. Everywhere is just so quiet. Dobrý den. Je tady zakázáno? Nevím. Já jsem turist, takže jak si vidět, jak to vypadá tady? Zvonice, ano. So já jsem o tom přečetl na internet, takže to jsem chtěl vidět, jak to vypadá. No? Yeah. So I was he's an older gentleman. So I asked him if if people are not allowed to come in here. He told me, why should people not to be allowed to come in? So which means people are allowed to come in. We can go, but let us continue first. I hope you can see how all the graves are decorated, beautified with flowers, candles, wreaths, and all that. This is because I believe it's around December 1st or something like that. There is a very, very popular Czech tradition which is performed at cemeteries. So this tradition is like when Czech people go to visit the dead, their loved ones at the cemetery, they clean, they beautify them, they light up candles and stuff like that. So I have about 2 or 5 minutes, about 2 minutes video which I discuss this very tradition of Czech people that is very popular in the Czech Republic. So if you want to see it, you can watch that. Now I'm the closest I could ever be to the tower. So let me go closer. As you can see, there is also the door. This tower is something you really need to be here in person to kind of to be able to take in how unbelievably like how people were able to construct this in those days is like quite interesting. What you can also see is how close the tower and the church, the entrance to the church and the tower are. So that's the entrance to the church. That's the entrance to the tower. I saw this little picture that depicts what the inside, what the bells look like. I'm going to show you what they look like. That's what the bell looks like. This is really a very beautiful view from here of the town. One thing I have observed is that coming here in person is really it looks far different from watching it on the internet, for example, because what I've seen here, the town is really far more beautiful seeing it in person or being here in person than I actually expected, to be honest with you. It's very quiet, it's very clean, it's very it's like a really kind of place you want to spend some what do you call it, like some very quiet timing. The only thing I can hear here is like the vehicles passing by. I can hear the birds whispering all over the place, and once in a while you see one person or two persons passing by, which is not bad. as you are aware, this is like one of the major things that brought me to this very town, and I'm happy that I came here, honestly, because it's like really far more than what I expected, like I already said. So I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed it too. So there are a couple of other things and or other places that we can visit. So if you come with me, let us go and we review these places. Go. I'm trying to find out whose statue this is. Here where we are at now is the museum. It's nearby, just somewhere over there. So we are going to go close to the museum and see what they've got on offer. What you're looking at now is the museum of the town, like I stated earlier. So this museum houses so many historical and archaeological artifacts of this very town from probably about 400 years ago. Like I stated in the beginning, this town was an agricultural town before coal mining was started in the 1670s or something like that. And when the coal mining started, so it kind of gave the town a heavy boost economically. So in this museum, you can find things related to this very historical stages of the existence of the town. So both some equipment that were used during the mining in those days, and some things that were used during the agricultural revolution of the town. So it's quite, it's and it's also serves as an information center of the town. But I believe, I don't know this to be true, but I believe that this place is usually mostly open in summer, or maybe sometimes also in winter. So I'm not sure if they are open, right? Like I said earlier, some of the this museum is open. There are different times in the year that it is open. Otherwise, it could be open based on appointment. So that's what they wrote somewhere on the door there. When I looked behind the building, I saw something that I believed was from the mining days. Something like looked like a locomotive train. That's how I can describe it. So that's why I said earlier that some of the things you see here are the things that remind you about the history of this very town from really distant times.
A co tady děláš?
Já?
Bydlíš tady v Rtyni?
Ne, já bydlím ve Praze.
Praze?
Ano.
A přijel jsem na výlet?
Ano. A pak já natáčím, já dělám jako vlog, já dám na YouTube.
A už na YouTube?
Mhm.
Takhle, tak jo.
Czech? Myslím ne.
Co?
Jsi Czech? Opravdu? OK. A co tady
A ty odkaď? Senegal?
Ne. Trochu, ještě.
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar, ne, ještě trochu. Daleko.
Jo.
Co tady doporučujete jako turistům? Co jako... Už jsem byl ve kostele, už jsem byl ve muzeu, a co dál? Ještě něco?
Červený postačí asi, tam toho je víc.
Červený
kostele, tam.
Aha, je to tam?
No,
Aha, to jsem...
tam je domek už něco jí.
Aha, to ne, je to daleko?
Není.
Není daleko.
2 kilometry.
Aha, tak to můžu tam chodit pěšky. A rozdělat nebo co, už není.
Jo.
Tam rozdělat.
Rozhledna.
Ano, rozhledna, už není.
Kostelcí není, myslím, ale na Žernově, to ještě dál tam, ne?
Aha. A já jsem se zeptal, oni mi řekli, že už není. Já myslím tohle. Rozhledna.
Jasný, no.
Já jsem se zeptal, oni říkali, že už není. Je to pravda?
Tady přímo ne, to je tam na těch kopcích.
Aha.
To je ještě asi daleko.
Aha, je to daleko. OK, a jídlo? Jídlo, kde se prodávají dobré jídlo?
Kostelci tam jsou Vietnamci, pak tam je hospoda u Černý Balkoně, ten kousek od, tam je svatý Jakub kostel, červeným kostelci, 2 kilometry klásejí od benzínky doleva a zadem tak do sebe.
Aha, OK, dobře, já se podívám.
A ty spíš kde? Dneska zase do Prahy vlakem?
Ještě nevím, možná to, jak se jmenuje? Olečnice. Já si myslím, ale ještě nevím.
Kousek od červeným kostelce, Olečnice.
Ano, ale ještě nevím, jaký je. OK, dobře. Neshledanou. Yeah, so he was just curious. So he was asking me if I lived in this town. Then I asked him to recommend me some things to do or where to go. He asked me that there is still another church somewhere up, but not far from here. So I'm going to consider if I want to go there or if I want to go do something else. So maybe, you know what, let me just look around and see if that place is nearby. Then I can go there. So, the most one of the interesting things is like the bus stop is quite small. It's one of the first things I observed was the bus stop, which is quite small. Obviously being a small town, so I wasn't surprised. Unlike bigger other towns I've been to, for example, where you normally find like a really big bus stops. That's actually when I realized that I had been here before. We just drove past here, so I recognized the bus stop as we got there. So guys, now that we have seen the town of Rtyně, Podkrkonoší, difficult name to pronounce, my verdict is that this town is far more beautiful than I ever expected. I wasn't sure what to expect. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect. But it far kind of surpasses my expectation. I loved everything about the town. I love the atmosphere. I love the climate. I love the way the houses are built, the streets, and everything. I mean, it's for those who kind of desire a very quiet environment. This is really a very good place to visit. Like everything about it, there is nothing to complain about, to be honest with you. So I really enjoyed it a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. So like, I don't know what else to say other than to say that I had fun. Sometimes you visit some places, you end up not loving it as you had expected, but that's not the case here. So anyone that comes here is going to have a very great time. So I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and follow me, subscribe to my channel, and tell me what you think. Have you been to the Czech Republic? Are you from this town? Whatsoever that you wish to say, just let me know. And that's it for now, and see you next time. Bye.